Hey, good morning. Kellen Chase here with UnstoppableFitness.co, and today we're going to be talking about NEAT for keto peeps. So what we're talking about when I say NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. It's a mouthful, but what it's talking about is all of the stuff that you do which is not exercising, which is helping to burn calories. So it's the idea of like if you're taking a walk, if you're, what we're doing is hiking, right? So this is kind of like an idea about hiking for fat loss. And if you're on keto, NEAT is extra special because when you're living the keto lifestyle and you're in a state of ketosis, you're already burning your body's natural fat stores. So you are in a state where it's similar to fasting. I love to do this first thing in the morning with either just coffee, nothing added, or fully fasted, and just come out here and do some exercise and or some non-exercise actually. So we're really just walking the flat. Sometimes we'll go, up here. It's not a very steep incline, but it's the type of movement that gets your heart rate up just a little bit, keeps you in the fat burning zone. And for people in the keto world, this is like super great for getting your body burning that fat at a higher rate. So if you're non-keto, right? This is also great for like recovery from your workouts. This is great for just moving the glycogen stores, right? Like the body works on this principle of movement and internal movement and getting, processing things and moving them, getting your blood flow moving. All of these things help the body to work better and more efficiently. And so I love this for keto peeps and non-keto peeps, but I really wanted to talk about just the idea of how you can really accelerate things, especially if you're new to keto. Because what I find is that a lot of people who are coming into keto, especially if they're looking to lose a lot of weight for, you're in the pre-diabetic range, you're getting to that place where maybe you're fully diabetic, you can't process carbohydrates at all. It's a hard state to be in. It's dangerous. It's hurting the body. There's a lot going on there, and we can always improve, right? There's a way that it's baby steps. It's all small things. I had a really bad injury one time and was told by doctors that I wouldn't be able to ever lift again or do anything, physical the way that I loved to do it. And I didn't buy it. I wanted a second opinion. And so one of the things that I did was I figured out, what can I do? What baby steps can I take to improve my situation? And so if you're new to the ketogenic lifestyle and you are doing, you've got your diet, you're working that, you've got that down, or at least you're starting on it and doing pretty well, and you're in ketosis most of the time, you're staying in ketosis for a long period of time, what's the next step? Where can you start to make some extra changes? You're already, I'm sure, seeing some great changes with the diet itself, because nutrition and diet are going to be like, in terms of the fat loss pyramid, which I've either posted another video about already or I'm going to today, is nutrition and for example this lifestyle diet. I don't want to say diet. This lifestyle, the ketogenic lifestyle. That's going to be your base, right? Your nutrition is always going to be the first thing that you want to focus on. After that, what I like to do is metabolic resistance training. So this is going to be your weight training. This is going to be your weightlifting. And the reason is because we want to put on muscle mass. And the reason for that I like that is because what we're looking at is muscle mass is more expensive for the body to keep. It burns more calories. It's kind of an investment in your your insulin resistance, right? Like the more muscle mass you have, the better your body is going to be at processing carbs in the future, and that type of thing. So we've got nutrition, we've got metabolic resistance training and mass building type of things. So heavy weight training, that kind of stuff. Right after that is going to be our high intensity type of stuff, like sprints, those kind of things. But for people in keto, that might not be what you're looking for right now, and that's okay. That's not. We don't have to hit every point. And the last piece is going to be the NEPA and NEAT that we're talking about, which I say NEPA and NEAT, they're interchangeable. One is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and the other is non-exercise physical activity. It means the same thing. It's the stuff that is. Howdy, we got some bikers out here. It's the stuff that is burning calories without being direct exercise. So walking, jogging, really light jogging. After that, it gets into a cardio range, and our hiking that we're doing here. So the point that I wanted to make there is, like, we've got all these levels of that pyramid, but we can start anywhere. And if you're new to keto and you're doing this stuff right out the gate and you're looking at, like, okay, what can I do? One of the best things that you can do is, just get out on a walk, do it daily, see how far you can go, see how you feel after, and really, like, take the time to notice how you feel in relation to your walking, in relation to your hiking. My wife and I started hiking pretty recently, and we've upped our game in terms of miles that we go, and it all started with, like, you know what, we're gonna go a really short distance today, and just coming out on a consistent basis, it really has increased quite a lot. And if you're on keto and you're doing this either fasted or in a ketogenic state, all of that extra energy that you're just going to be burning is all going to be fat loss, and you're going to start getting your blood flow increasing. You're going to start improving your recovery. It'll improve your sleep. It'll improve all of these different hormone things as well, just from this type of movement. So that's what I suggest, is if you're new to keto, you're looking at what the next thing that you should be doing in your movement is. I'd say start, get out on a walk, get hiking. I'm also going to share with you some videos on how to, like, improve your mobility and stability, so that if you want to get into the metabolic resistance training, if you want to get into using weights and other stuff, and you're not advanced with that, then these moves and these things are things that you can start practicing at home, which will start, like, just making movement feel better. I know that when I don't do them for a while, I feel tight, I feel, it just feels like I don't want to move, right? And the body's not made that way. Like, the body is made to move. And so the things that I'll show you coming up in the future will be things that are going to really make it feel better to do that movement. So that's all I got for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe, and I'll be looking forward to sending out more videos. And let me know in the comments, like, what's your relationship with movement like? How do you feel about movement? What kind of movement do you like to do? What kind of movement do you hate? I'm really curious to know. And what do you do for your NEAT or NEPA? Do you hike? Are you on the ketogenic diet? Let me know. I just want to communicate with you, and hope you have a great day today, and see you tomorrow. Bye.